I think there's a type of person everyone can picture immediately, the one who cannot admit they did anything wrong. You bring up their mistake and they don't get quiet, they get furious or even louder. Like somehow you're the one who did something wrong by pointing it out. And I think we're all pretty good at spotting this kind of person, and also we're pretty good at getting annoyed, like uh, rage baited by these people. But I don't think enough people talk about the other version of this, the opposite type, like the one who, the second something goes wrong, like jump straight to like that's on me. I should have done known better. I could have done better. I could have done more. And on the surface, like that looks like the healthier version or healthy version. That looks like maturity. A society doesn't really push back on that person the way it pushes back on the denier. If anything goes wrong, like we kind of reward it. We call it humility. We call it being a leader. We call it taking ownership, responsibility, and so on and so forth. But I've started to think that's actually the same behavior, just wearing a different mask. Like here's what I've noticed: when you take on all the blame, like every single time for everything, then like you're not actually examining anything. You're not sitting down and figuring out, okay, specifically what part of this was mine. You're just absorbing the whole thing at once, undivided. So you never ever have to look closely at any of one piece um, of the whole problem. And if you never look closely, like you never actually learn what to change. Like so, both of these people, the one who denies everything and the one who claims everything, end up in the exact same place. Neither of them actually improve, like not because they don't care, because neither of them is actually looking and trying to change their behavior. I think what's really going on amid both of this is the same thing. Neither person can tolerate being seen clearly. Like the denier uh can't stand being seen as someone who made a mistake, so he refuses the mistake outright. The over owner can't stand being seen either, so he just uses different method. He buries himself in blames so fast and so completely that nobody ever gets close enough to actually examine what really happened. If you say, "This is all my fault," before anyone else even finishes their sentence, you control the conversation. Like nobody really gets to disagree with you. Nobody gets to push you back. Nobody gets to actually look at the details because you already surrendered. Like it looks like humility again. It's actually a way of ending the conversation before it starts. And I think that's the real cost of it. Not just that it blocks growth, though it does. Like it's that it blocks you from ever being known. Because the only way anyone actually gets to know you, I mean, like really know you, not the version of you like that you're managing and pretending, like is by getting into it with you together, like real friction, not cruelty, not yelling for the sake of yelling, just genuine disagreement where you say what you think happened and they say what they think happened, and it doesn't line up right away. Like that's impossible, and this is really uncomfortable. Most people avoid it like completely. But I think that discomfort is doing something really important here. When you actually argue with someone, you end up seeing parts of them they don't really, I mean, normally show others or you, and they see the same in you as well. Like, and weirdly, that's what makes it possible to reconcile afterward. You're not reconciling with a like with an idea of the person anymore. You're reconciling with who they actually are, like ugly parts included. So like think about it this way. Like imagine two versions of the same disagreement. In the first one, the other person immediately says, "You're right. Like this is completely my fault. I'm sorry." And the conversation ends in about like it's 30 seconds. In the second, they push you back and they explain their side. Maybe they even get a little defensive before eventually agreeing you had a point. Do which one do you actually trust more afterward? I don't think it's the first one. Like the first one resolved fast, but it told you nothing back. You still don't know like what they actually think. The second one took longer and felt what could have felt like worse in the moment, but like you walked out away actually um knowing something true about them. So the person who says it's all my fault, the instant something goes wrong never really gives you that. Like they skip straight to the resolution without ever letting you see them. So it feels peaceful on the surface in the moment, but it's actually like one of the fastest way to keep someone at a distance forever because you've never really let them argue with you. You never let them see what you actually think. You never let them see you defend yourself. You've just smoothed it over and moved on. And I think that's part of why some of the closest relationships people have came out of the messiest fights, like not because like the fight itself was good, but because it was the first and um how do I say, I'll say like first time both people actually showed up as themselves instead of the version they wanted to be seen. So, like, I'll be honest, I know this one. I'll say like this one from watching it in myself. There's a comfort in taking all the blame before anyone can hand it to you. It feels like control. It feels safer than waiting to find out what someone actually thinks of you. But it's not honestly. Like, it's just a quieter way of hiding. Um, I also think the harder, like better version of this is staying in the room, like letting someone actually finish telling you what they think you did wrong without really like racing to agree before like they get there. Letting there be friction instead of ending the conversation as fast as possible just because it's uncomfortable for you. Because that friction is the only thing that actually shows people who you are, and it's the only thing that ever like really lets them see you back. That's about it in this video. Thank you for watching.